Reflex image. If this is your first time visiting, please do drop a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on the notification icon. If you find this video educating, you can just drop a like and also refer to a friend who might be in need of this. So with no further ado, let's jump into action. This picture is taken with Canon 60 UX 60, a 50mm prime lens. ISO at 100, my shutter speed at 1/160 per second, and my aperture at 3.5, and I'm using a 2 light setup, a Godos AD200 Pro and a TT520 Flash as my backup light. So that's how I came about this picture. So I'll be showing you how I do my portrait retouching. I'll be turning the picture from this to what I have over here, and also I'll be dropping the melanin skin lot I use for you guys to make use of for free of charge. So you guys don't know me for a retoucher. All what I do in my videos are manipulations and stuff, but I do retouch too once in a while, but that's not my major specification. What I love doing the most is manipulation. So I'll be showing you how I do the retouching, especially how I do the hair retouching. From this is what the hair looked like before. This is what the hair looked like before. I'll show you how I turn the hair into something like this. So with no further ado, let's jump into action. Firstly, I'll be making some basic adjustment over here, which I've actually done. I brought down the highlight a little bit. I brought down the white because the white is still reflecting on the skin, and also the white, she's wearing a white outfit. The light concentration on the white is too much, so I have to bring the white down and do some basic adjustment under the hue and saturation. Also, let me bring down the orange a little bit. So I'm done with this now. I just have to open my picture in Photoshop by clicking on open. I'll wait for it to load up. So after it does, here's what our picture look like right now. Here's what our picture look like. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is for me to crop the picture to my normal default size, which I used to crop my picture to. So the size I use is 4:5 because I don't like Instagram changing my picture size for me whenever I want to post it on my handle. So I just go to my crop tool. I can click on the crop tool over here, or I can just click on C, which is the shortcut key for crop. Then I'll make sure my selection is on 4:5 pixel. Once it does that, I'll just click on my OK. Then I'll drag to whatever location I want it to be. Then I'll reduce it until I get what I need. Okay, I think it's okay around this way. It's okay around this way. Just have to click on my OK. So that being said, now we're done with the first step. The next step we'll be doing now is for we to do the hair retouching before we do our frequency separation. So let's start by doing the hair retouching now. For we to do that, firstly we have to duplicate our picture now by clicking on Ctrl J. So after clicking on Ctrl J now, we'll just go to our filter. Under filter, we'll click on liquify. Wait for it to load up. I know many people do not know what this liquify work for. I'll be showing you how to make use of liquify today, especially when it comes to hair retouching. We use it in facial reconstruction also, but in this video only be using it for reconstructing our hair. So for how to do that now, I'll firstly increase my brush size. I'll increase the size. I'm currently using the first brush which I have over here, which is my forward warps tool. So I'm going to be screwing over the edge of my hair simultaneously. As you can see, I'll be screwing over it simultaneously for it to increase the volume of my hair for me. So don't overdo it. Make sure you take your time as possible to do it, to get it right. As you can see right now, so take as much time as possible to do it. We want to make the hair, we want to turn it to a full bone hair to make it look nice. So that's what we are trying to do right now. So take as much time as possible, don't rush it. And if you make any mistake, just go back by clicking on Ctrl Z. As you can see, I'm clicking once and dropping it. As you can see, right now, we're actually getting it nice. We're getting it nice. I know many. So we are still at it doing our hair retouching. So take as much time as possible to extend the hair, to make it look full, to make it look nice. So take as much time as possible to do that. As you can see, so you can, whenever you're satisfied with what you want, you can just leave it that way. So once you are satisfied with it, you've gotten what you actually need, so you can just keep it that way. So let's check our before and after now. Here's our before. Sorry, okay, let's go back to our Photoshop or check our before and after. So let's click on our okay right now. So here's what our before look like, and here's what our after look like. Look at what we've actually created with a limited amount of time. So liquify is a very powerful tool when it comes to manipulating of stuff also. So that's the first step. The next step is for we to be using our frequency separation action to actually retouch our picture. What we just did now is the air retouching. Now we'll be retouching the entire picture. As you all know, most people tend to use Ultimate Beauty Retouch panel, to do their retouching. People usually tend to find them up and down, which some can't even install them on their Photoshop. So there's no issue with that. You don't have to actually use all that for you to get a nice retouch image. You can just create an action yourself. Use the action to create a nice retouch image yourself. So I'll be using my action right now. I won't show you how to create the action on this video because I've actually did that in my previous video, but I'll be dropping my action for you to make use of. And also, if you want to know how to create the action yourself, just go down in my description there. I will show you the video on how to create action, retouching action yourself. So what I'll be creating in this video is my dodge and burn action, which is very simple and straightforward to create. So before we do that, now let's go and pick our action for our photo retouching. So I'll just open my action button. Here's what my action button looks like. So I'll just scroll down and look where my frequency separation layer is. I'll scroll down. So I'll just keep scrolling down until I see what I'm looking for. So here's my frequency separation action. So the reason it's this way is that some of you might think while you open your action that mine is different from yours. The reason is that once you just come to this option over here, you click on your button mode, you turn it off. So it's going to return it back to your normal settings for you. So I just like using it this way because it's just like a one click away for you getting what you need. So once you click here and turn on the button mode, it's going to display it like this for you. So now let me scroll down and pick my frequency separation action. I'll click on it. I'll wait for it to load up. So here's going to determine how much skin texture you are going to get on your picture. If you are doing a portrait like this, as for me, I'll be using about, I think 3 pixels is okay. Let me see. Okay, 4.4 pixels is okay for me. I think I'm starting to see the blur on my picture. So you can actually check out the pixels that work perfectly for your picture because you might be using picture of different resolution. So until you are losing details on the skin, on the face, that's when you know you have to stop applying your blur. As you can see right now, I'm already losing details on my face, on the model's face. So once I'm done here, I just have to click on my OK. So I wait for it to load up, then I'll open it here. So we'll be working on a low frequency layer right now. The low is where we're going to be working on. So once you click on it, you are going to come to your tools over here, then you pick your mixer brush. So here is mine over here. The reason why mine is over here is that the panel I'm using right now, I'm using a photography panel. So if you are also using a photography panel, you should be able to get it around this way, or you should get it down here, down below. So because my tool has not shown you completely, that's the reason why I split it into two, so I can get access to all the tools I'm using. So here's my mixer brush over here, and right now I'm using my weight to be at 20%, my load at 75%, and my mix at 64%. Flow at 50%. So that's the setting I'll be using for my mixer brush. Then I just have to zoom in. I'll zoom in very well so I can see what I'm doing. So I'll just increase my brush size here. So there's a pattern to this right now. So you can't just come and scroll anyhow this way. You're going to lose details on the face. What you just need to do is to do it on a straight line like this. Once you scroll down, you have to remove your hand on the mouse, go again, scroll down, remove your hand on your mouse, and it will be perfect if you are using a tablet to draw. I'm actually using a Ion tablet H640p, so that's what I'm using right now. And also, if you are good with mouse, you can also achieve the same result with this, but for me it's easier while I'm using my mouse. So I just have to scroll over here one at a time. So once you just scroll, you remove your hand. You don't need to scroll this way. So just one click, and if you see the place you are doing is a little bit smaller, just reduce your brush size. Reduce the brush size by clicking on the brackets open. Reduce bracket close to increase the size. So just one at a time, don't overdo it. And if you see you make any mistake, just go back by clicking on Ctrl Z. So with this particular one we did right now, let's check out our before and after. Here's our before and here's our after. So make sure you try to protect as much details as possible. So let's keep doing that. As you can see right now, as you can see, I do just one step, and whatever I do, make sure you're not dragging your dodge to your bone or your bone to your dodge. So do them separately and just blend the edges together to mix it along together. So to me, I don't have any special pattern I use for my retouching, but whatever I do tends to work for me. So this is how I do my own retouching. I just do it on a straight line. I follow the pattern, the structure of the face, so that I won't lose the details of the face. So that's how I just come about my own retouching techniques, and it actually worked perfectly fine for me. As you can see right now, as you can see, I want to have a straight line at the nose there, so I just keep dragging from the dodge. I'll drag it down until it creates a straight line for me at the center of the nose. As you can see, right now, which is kind of perfect. It's kind of cool for me. So that's how I just do my retouching. There's nothing much about my techniques when it comes to retouching. So this way also it tends to protect your skin details, because that's what we need in a portrait picture. So try as much as possible to protect your skin detail. Don't kill it, don't overdo your retouching. As you can see right now, just single step. Now here's the before and here is the after. So take as much time as possible, just go over it little by little. As you can see right now, as you can see, whatever I do, make sure you don't destroy any facial detail. So here's our before and here is our after right now. So the issue I have with this picture is that the lighting is kind of poor, because it did not recreate my models, it did not bring out my model full shape. So I'll be doing that by using my dodge and burn tool. So not just every time you just have to do extreme retouching. You can just go over your picture just a little bit. So once you get what you need, leave the picture alone, then do your dodge and burn. The dodge and burn is what make our picture look more nicer. It's going to reshape the model or the object face for us. So you just retouch the skin, make sure there's no blemishes left on the skin, then you are good to go. So now we're done with using our mixer brush. There's these other techniques I use after I use my mixer brush. It's called the lasso tool. So I just click on my lasso tool right here. Here's my lasso tool. Make sure the feather is on 20 pixel above, tops 25 pixel. So now you circle around the face of your model this way. Make sure it's not touching any other part like the hair or any other thing. So circle around it this way. Then you go to your filter. Under filter, you click on blur. Then you click on Gaussian blur. So just increase it until you see it. Let me zoom in. As you can see right now, so it's going to blend the skin all perfectly for you. As you can see, if I'm to increase it to 12, it's getting too much. As you can see, it's going to smoothen the skin perfectly for you. So I think I like it around this 12 pixel. Then I'll click on my OK. So Ctrl D to deselect, Ctrl D. So now here's our before, here's our before, and here's our after. As you can see, before and after. Look at how smooth our skin is right now. So I'll do the same thing. I'll repeat the same step here again. I'll do the same thing here also. So I'm going to circle around it this way. Circle around it. As you can see, I'm avoiding the major parts, which are the highlighted, the place that there are details there. I just want to smoothen the skin. I don't want to destroy any details again. So I'll still go to my filter. Under filter, I'll go to blur. Then I'll click on Gaussian blur. So you can see right now, if it's a little bit too much, you can just bring it down. You can bring it down. Now it's okay. Ctrl D to deselect. So you can see right now, here's our before and here is our after. Look at how smooth our skin is. So come to this side also, repeat the same step here. Repeat the same step. Make sure you avoid some areas like this area, like the edge over here. You know we are blowing it out, right? So make sure you avoid that area. As you can see. So still go to our filter, click on our Gaussian blur, Ctrl D to deselect. Right now let's do the same thing to this pointed area here. Let's click on it, filter, go to our blur, then we'll click on Gaussian blur. As you can see right now, I think the pixel is a little bit too much on this. Let's have to bring it down to about 7.2 is okay. Then I'll click on my OK, Ctrl D to deselect. As you can see right now, so we actually got a nice image so far. I've gotten a nice image so far. So you can see before and our after touching. But the issue we are having right now, the facial look is not that okay. It's not giving us the full details. The bone is supposed to come around this way, but the third light I'm using from this direction actually killed that. So we are going to be creating that back from scratch again, and I'll be showing you how to do just that. So firstly, right now I want to create our bone. So all we just need to do right now is just to go to our adjustment layer. Under adjustment layer, we click on our curves. Then under the curves, we are going to drag it down around this way. Drag it down. Once you're done with that, just invert the selection by clicking on I. It's going to invert the selection for you. And if it is for the bone, you have to drag it up. So once you drag it up, you invert the selection. Then you pick your normal brush. Make sure the hardness is on 0. You can reduce the opacity of the brush. Reduce it. 23 is okay. Then reduce your brush size. Then go over the area you want to apply the bone on, which are this area. I want to darken this area, as you can see right now. Make sure your brush color is on white, as you can see. As you can see, I'm actually reconstructing my model space, which seems perfectly okay. It's very nice, very nice, as you can see right now. And I think it's a little bit too much. It's throwing some details for me. I just have to feather it a little bit. So feathering it to make it smoothing with the entire skin all together, as you can see right now. So now let me go to my feather. Here's my feather over here. So I've used about 20 pixels for it. So now let's check out our bone we just created right now. Here's the before of our bone, and here is the after. Look at how cool it looks. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of bone to this part also, this side also. I'm going to apply a little bit of bone to it. You can see it's too much. Control Z to go back. So I'll reduce the size, the strength of the opacity of the brush. So I'm going to scroll over it this way, scroll over it, you can see right now. So I'll apply a little bit of bone to this side also, a little bit of bone to that side also, just to make our picture look kind of okay, more okay. So you can see right now, here is our before and here is our after. So kind of actually control the lighting of this particular picture right now. So the next step for we now is to start color grading. So for those who know me, you know my first color grading process is by adding a vintage to my picture. So for me to do that, I'll just click my explica marquette, which is over here. I'll hold down my shift key and circle my model space like this way. Then I'm going to invert the selection by clicking on Ctrl Shift and I. From there, I'll go to my adjustment layer, then I'll click on my solid color. I'll fill with 100% black, as you can see. Then I'm going to click on the marks. So it's going to open up the property bar for me. If it does not open it, go to your window, then click on your property to open it up. Then I'm going to increase my feather to whatever I see fit. I think 671 is okay. Then I'll bring down the opacity, bring it down. So you all know I love low light image, and this my model, I think melanin will go well on our skin. So I'll be using my melanin lot file, which I have, and I'll be giving you guys also for free, so you can just join my Telegram group to gain access to that. And also this picture will be dropped for you guys to practice with, to anybody that meets my expectation when it comes to the retouching. I will give you my complete set of load file. So let me just go to my adjustment layer, click on my adjustment layer, I'll click on my color lookup. Then I'll load my 3D load, then I'll go to where my melon chocolate is. This is the color we're using. I'll click on it, as you can see, boom, automatically going to create a low light image for us. Look at how cool our picture is, look at how nice our picture is. Look at how cool it is right now. So I think it has a little bit of saturation on it, and I want it to be complete melanin. So what I'll just do, I'll just go to my adjustment layer. Then I will click on my hue and saturation. Under the hue, I'm going to take it to the red. Then I'm going to bring the saturation of the red down. So I'm going to give me a perfect skin tone, perfect melanin skin tone. So we've actually done a nice retouch image with no stress at all. Just take your time to do this. Very easy and straightforward. I'll be dropping the retouch pack for you also, which is the frequency separation settings I use for my retouching. Very easy and straightforward to use. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're here to subscribe, kindly do so right now. See you guys on my next tutorial. One love. If you're interested in getting any of my picture editing file, from my overlays down to my color lookup, which is my lot file. So you just have to scroll down to your video. So under the comment, this is my description. So it's not going to load the description for you. You just have to click on show more, click on it. So it's going to show all the options. Once it does that, just click on my store link. So here's my store link. Once you click on it, it's going to take you directly to my store. So you can actually select any file you want. From the color lookup, this is a light skin LUTs. This is a feather which I use in my recent video. This is 100 premium baby overlays. This is my first video course. This video course entails on how to download all the files I want. The site I use in downloading all my files free of charge, including my Photoshop panels also. This includes my PNG files. This includes all my packs, all my picture editing files, my premium overlay, my PNG, my flying fabrics, my color lookup, my presets. So once you buy this, you've already bought everything apart from this one. So here is my flying fabrics. Here is my, in case you want to give me any project for me to work on. Here's my color lookup. Here is my background overlay, and here is my presets file. So in case you're interested in buying anyone, you can actually go for them. The good news there is that you can actually buy your own currency, any currency of your choice. You can buy with any currency of your choice.